Hello everybody and welcome to another LEGO City update. I wanted to start giving you more regular content again and city updates, so I decided to just film the city today and show you what I've done since the last time you saw this in my last video. So we actually have quite a bit of progress here. First of all, the place where we left off in the last update. So we added this skyscraper, or we changed the position and we, added the extra floors to it, and I tidied up the bottom of it. So it's now got this nice roundish gray foundation, I think you could call that. That's pretty cool. Then I have this little place here for a few cars to park, and then we've got this path, or this way leading up to the entrance. It's got this nice, very subtle slope. That's pretty cool. It goes up one plate on 8 studs, so I use this technique where you just put down the tiles on a plate that's like a plate higher, and here just directly on the base plate, and then you get this gradual slope going up. That's pretty cool. I then of course filled in the remaining gaps with green plates, and I will put in some plants and stuff like that later, but that's pretty much the same way it's everywhere else in my city. I just haven't started doing that yet. And there are still a lot of areas that I want to cover. Speaking of the next thing, now that we're here, there's something different here. There is something different. Can you see it? It's this. I decided to turn my whole LEGO city in a 9-volt layout, which means I changed out all the train track. I ordered some new FX track system straight tracks here, and they're in the nice light dark bluish gray color, so I had to get some dark bluish gray LEGO 9-volt track to fill in these curves and the switch and stuff like that. And I also got some ballast plates from Trix Bricks. These are really important to make everything look super good. And now I don't have these gaps in the curves that I had before, because if you remember, I think I have some laying around right here. Yes. This was the old ballast that I used, and on most cases there were tiles covering these gaps, but because I'm using this 2-stud spacing between the sleepers variant, there's always got to be somewhere spots where there's this gap showing. And of course on the sides it also doesn't look nearly as clean as it does with these. So yeah, I changed out some things there. That was a lot of work, but I always wanted to have a 9-volt train system in my LEGO city. One reason is the nice metal look of the rails. That makes a big difference to me personally. And the second nice thing about that is that I think it's just a cooler way to operate your trains, to just go up to this thing and just turn it on and control the trains by doing that, rather than having to turn on a battery pack and then to have a remote control that you need to use. So this is definitely a lot cooler. Now there are some problems that come with this. One of them is I'm not sure if I can still call my city a LEGO city now. I mean, I have pretty much everything on the table is LEGO, except for the lighting. That's the first thing. The train track, the FX train track, but I think that's not a problem. And the Trix Bricks ballast plates for the curves. I'm not sure about that. You can tell me in the comments if you think I can still call my LEGO city a LEGO city. So what's your opinion on that? I think I can still call it a Lego city because it's like 99% Lego. So yeah, and I'm exactly pointing out what's not Lego, so I think I should be fine. What else have we got? I have one Lego train powered. Let me actually get it out. I don't think I've ever showed you this before, but it's this red Lego train right here. I've had that down there for a while, but I don't think I actually ever showed you that in more detail. Let's turn this on, and now we should see that thing coming out of there. There we go. And that is the train going around the city. I'm gonna stop it now. I don't want to bore you with not so interesting train content, but it's pretty cool that that's working. And yeah, I'm very, very happy with that, because ultimately at some point when I have a way bigger Lego city, I also want to have the layout 9 volt with 9 volts. So I think it's a very good start to do this at this smaller scale and work my way up to at some point when I'm gonna have a bigger Lego city layout, because then I don't have to change out all the train track at once. So I think this is probably the better way to go. And especially like the ballast plates from Trick Bricks, I think that's just so worth it, especially here with the switch. It just looks a lot cleaner when all of these small ugly gaps are filled out. That's just really, really good. The next thing that's been going on, I've been working on this area back here, the beach area. As you can see, it's kind of cluttered at the moment. I will have to continue working on this today, I think, but I kind of started or continued working on this pier, and it's going now all the way to back there. I kind of covered all of this with a layer of sand to have a nice foundation, and now I'm also continuing this sort of woodwork, I'm just gonna call it, all the way on this side. So that looks pretty cool. Still have to finish up the rocks there, and have to do some greenery stuff here, similar to over there. Another palm tree there. Another palm tree is going to go in the middle there somewhere. But that's what's going on right there. I'm also doing some planning to change this skyscraper and make it go around there, to kind of give the illusion that it's like the skyscraper is just pushed back pretty much, but I'm changing the look of it a little bit and just make this space be a lot more open, you know, to have a nice view through these skyscrapers, to see the rear part of the city a little bit better, and you know, just to have this area feel a little bit more welcoming, because that skyscraper near the beach just doesn't look right to me. So I'm definitely going to change that, but that's going to happen far off in the future. So the next thing that I worked on, and that's the last thing that I'm going to mention today, is the expansion downwards. So this is an underground parking garage, or at least the start of it. I added this extra layer, and I just kind of put some of these ring pieces there to kind of hold it all in place. And the way this is going to work is I will push this road plate over, and I will redesign part of this area, and then we will have a slope going down right here, because this is where the one table ends, this is where the other table starts. So we have quite a big gap to have enough room for a driveway to go down there, turn around, and then we are having all of this parking space down here. And that is going to look very good. And we will fill in everything here with tiles to have a nice surface. All these blue plates are gonna get covered up, and we're going to have a nice wall going around, some supports, and everything is going to be illuminated. That's something that I'm going to work on next. I don't know, maybe I'm going to start working on that today. I'm not exactly sure yet, but before that I will have to change some of the road layout. But yeah, all of that is going to come in the next city update. I'm really looking forward to showing you that. But before I can do that, I'll firstly have to build it. So I think that's it for today. Just wanted to give you this update to show you what's going on, because I am working actively on the city now. I'm way too lazy to film it and to make YouTube videos about it. But yeah, just to have another update for you. I hope you liked it, and that's it. I will see you in my next video. Bye.